Welcome to the Barker Podcast Collection.
Welcome to the Not Watching Podcast. My name's Rob Howard, and this week I'm joined by
Ian Bruce and Marcus Hurley.
Okay, so another season of Game of Thrones has ended. How did we all feel about that? Apart from the fact that we got to wait so long for it to start again.
Full on TV boner at the end of it.
Yeah,
it was. Oh my god, I don't know how I feel about life now. It's so mundane.
yeah. I mean, my overall thoughts on it were sort of like, I don't know. I think now that they're off book, they've kind of, it's like they've closed the second act, if you like, and it was very much like laying the table for like the final two seasons. Now they've confirmed it. It's, you know, we're only going to get 13 more episodes across 2 years, they reckon, and we're also going to have to wait longer for it because now winter has come.
Poor excuse.
Well, you know, in the interest of authenticity, they've decided to hold on and wait for some of those places they normally shoot in to get a bit colder. But yeah, I don't know when that means we'll get it. I guess we'll be looking at sort of Christmas time. I suppose they'll put it out, you know, like at the end of the year rather than slap bang in the middle.
God, Game of Thrones Christmas special.
That would be most welcome. That would take the shit off Christmas. They would take the edge off Christmas anyway.
It would be cool actually to have like a massive Game of Thrones finale before you go and watch Star Wars.
Yes, that would be pleasing.
Very, indulgent. But yeah, I suppose, I don't know, because I think we covered up to episode 7, and kind of episode 8 was sort of laying the table for the big battle, I think. So we could probably just kick off there, really.
Didn't we talk about the big battle? Or have we just spoken about it with so many people? I think we've spoken about it as well.
Yeah, that's probably it, yeah. Okay. It was definitely noteworthy and definitely water cooler TV, wasn't it?
Certainly was. Yep.
I mean, for me, it kind of resets the benchmark of what to expect now from big sort of battle things that are on a screen of any size.
Yeah, and it explains why, certainly I know a few people that thought the ones before had been a bit, they were starting to feel like filler.
What, the episodes?
Yeah. And then you get the battle and you go, oh, right, that's where all the budget went. Fair enough, I forgive you.
Yeah, I mean, I think they made no bones about it that this was sort of the big thing that they were doing this year. And I think as soon as they released the title of the episode, we all kind of had an idea of where it was going, but not quite on the scale that it was going. I mean, I don't know what about the battle itself. I mean, some people have had reservations about the way that that battle kind of played out, and the fact that like certain people might have been withholding certain amounts of information in the name of a certain huge cavalry charge saving the day. But you know, I kind of didn't mind. I mean, they did address it later, like why didn't Sansa say something?
Yeah.
But I mean, even if she had told him that she sent the Raven, I don't think she knew for sure that he was going to show up. So I don't know.
It might have been where she went.
Where she went?
Because they met sort of him beforehand, didn't they? And then they went off.
Well, she did go and meet with him.
It was the night before, the day before the battle, wasn't it?
Was it? I thought she just sent the Raven. She went off. Well, didn't she go off with Davos?
She went off, didn't she?
No. After
they did the whole speech, and she said, "We'll fight, and you will die tomorrow." And then I think she went off, and then there was the whole overnight bit, and Davos going off for a walk
to find the
little
toy
stag.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
So yeah, the battle itself. Jon Snow was a bit of an idiot. He got baited so easily.
Yeah, he got aggroed.
Well, quite reasonably, I thought.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Here's your... What was it? The brother that doesn't know how to use a strafe kicks?
Yeah.
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 wasn't taught to zigzag.
The
when
noob kid.
wasn't under fire.
What
Yeah.
an utter noob. Anyway,
Yeah, I know. He definitely hasn't played any Call of Duty or whatever.
Plus, Ramsey was definite hacks on that bow and arrow. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah.
But yeah, and all the bodies and stuff, because apparently like that's like a real consequence of those sort of battles that they never seem to show.
The body's piling up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was quite horrific.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
really quite
him getting
horrific.
kind of almost buried alive and stuff. That was well brutal. And
But
yeah,
that was, but they did that because they didn't have budget to film some stuff. I read, or there was an interview. They wanted to do so much more, but they didn't have the time or the budget. So somebody said, "Well, can we do this?" And that saved them a ton of time and money.
oh okay,
And I thought it was really good. I thought it was pretty grim.
yeah, they spent an entire day filming Jon Snow punching the shit out of Ramsay in Winterfell,
Good.
which was quite good.
Yeah.
Must have been quite cathartic, I suppose.
I'm sure that's probably like a deleted scene on the Blu-ray. You just watch like 24 hours of him punching him.
Some kind of screensaver, perhaps.
Why did you leave Misfits?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Ramsay got his comeuppance. I think that was all kind of.
It's quite poetic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was poetic, definitely well earned.
Certainly gone to the dogs now.
Oh dear. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know if there was anything else about that episode. It was mostly that battle.
Yeah.
What else? Oh no, there was the whole thing.
There was the whole dragon
Marines.
thing
Yeah.
with stuff.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah,
And,
right.
As that episode started, and then we saw that, because obviously, Daenerys had arrived on the back of a dragon. And
Coincidence.
they'd all like, and we were like, okay.
Plot hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? It did seem a little bit just
If only
convenient.
she was here. Ta-da! I'm here,
She
everyone.
is. But
She's
then,
behind you.
but then she wasn't too far
Jesus.
away, and she did have the best taxi in the world.
True.
Yeah.
Three of
And
them.
we saw how far the Dothraki riders were away, which wasn't really that far as well, because they came storming in midway through.
Oh yeah, she had them all there.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it was a cracking episode, and the finale was maybe even better in a way.
I thought it was better.
Perhaps not in terms of sheer spectacle, but I don't know. There was still some fucking mad shit going on in that.
Yep.
Boom,
Yeah.
Got to keep
etc.
them away from the windows, haven't you?
God.
Yeah.
Oh, that shot was just beautiful.
It was horrific, but
It was
beautiful.
just, yeah.
Because he walked out of shot, and I was just focusing on like the screams,
Yeah.
like outside,
Yeah, you could just hear them.
and then he just literally just stepped out.
And it just didn't move, was it? It's just one frame.
Yep.
yeah, it was
just-
brilliantly
that's good.
done, and the music as well. That
The
whole
music
build-up.
in the first half, well, until that, it was. I've not really known any other episodes
No.
where they'd had that.
Well, they
had
added
that
it's
before?
new. It's a new score. It's a new
Right.
version of the Lannister theme. What's it called?
Reigns of Castamere.
Reigns of Castamere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a slower sort of, almost not quite dirge, but it was much slower and it almost like a battle version of it.
Yeah.
Very sinister, sort of, with just hints of it, which kind of gave me chills because it led to the whole scene. And then she gets
Yes.
on the throne, and then you're like, shit.
Yeah, because I thought she was kind of getting ready in sort of resignation of what was about to happen.
You
I
assume it's a
wasn't quite
funeral
prepared
dress.
for. Because that was what she was referring to. I think that was in episode 8 where she said, "Are the rumours true?" And I think the rumours were that there was a shitload of Greek fire under the whatever that building was.
Yeah, Dragon's Fire under the
Greek
septum.
fire. Good grief.
Is
The
it? I thought that's
septum.
what they called it.
Oh, it's Dragon's
I don't-
Fire.
It's Dragon's Fire, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Maybe it
Because
was.
it burned like Dragon's Fire. It would melt anything, pretty much, I think they said. So the Mad King concocted it from alchemy, from learning about Dragon's Fire, which he was obsessed with.
Oh, okay.
I think you mentioned
other-
it during Tyrion, the Battle of the Blackwater. I think they explained it all then.
The other good bit about that episode was Arya having her fingers in too many pies.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. At what point did you realise it was her? Was it
when
in the-
when she said, "But they're already with us."
Yeah.
Whatever. It was but that was.
I noticed something about that scene, about that story as well. There was an episode way back where Bran and I think Rickon and Osha and all that they were just south of the wall, and they were in this place where Jon Snow and I've forgotten her name now, Ginger Lass.
Ygritte.
Yeah. Where they were sort of doing their whole wildling thing, and he was about to shoot her and stuff, and they were
doing their wildling
and they were hiding.
Yeah.
And he told this story about how this guest had brought these people in, and he killed them under his roof. And then there was a sort of a recompense in which the people came and killed his family and fed it to him in pies.
Okay.
So I've been guessing that was a story told to the Starks, and now it's come full circle, and Walder Frey is that guy.
Yeah.
I know people were anticipating some kind of reference to people in pies, because that's definitely a thing from the books. But I don't know if it was done in that way in the books. But anyway, I don't care. I haven't read the books. But yeah. So the Arya stuff was pretty cool, pretty satisfying. I guess we'll see some more of her vengeance now that she's out of that quagmire of storytelling.
Yeah.
It was a long time coming, I think.
The girl is back in the story.
I did think when she says the girl is Arya Stark, whatever, and I'm going home, he had a smile on his face, almost like this was her path. And all of the bullshit he put her through, he knew she wasn't going to give it up. It was really weird. True. It was like he smiled when she did that.
Yeah, I think it was kind of him going, like, I was training you to do something, and if that's kind of the way you want to go, fair enough.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I got out of it.
True.
Yeah. I guess he thought at least she knows she's ready now or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, there was loads of other kind of plots finished with, really. I suppose, first of all, the whole Septim thing, that's all kind of tidied up now in a grim way. What else was there? There was... So, yeah, obviously, of course, the money shot at the end, which I think we've all been waiting for.
That was awesome.
It was almost exactly as I imagined it, and I think we've all been waiting for that to be happening. Although not with quite the amount of allegiances she's managed to amass now. Cersei's a bit fucked, I think.
Is she?
Or is she? Yeah. And it's interesting where that puts Jaime as well, because I think he's become really interesting character, actually, sort of having his loyalties tested, because I think he's slowly becoming painfully aware of how
there was a fair amount of chatter on the internet about him going or realising that he's, what the fuck has he been doing with his life? She's an utter psychopath.
Yeah. So, yeah. And it looks like Melisandre, she's kind of been exiled south.
She'll be back.
She'll be back somewhere.
Yeah.
In older, saggier form, no doubt.
Oh, great.
maybe so, yeah. We've got Sam at the library. There was a token bit of that. That was quite cool.
That was great. Yeah. Really enjoyed that. It was nice.
I think some of the dioceses are like that you see in that big sort of wide shot. I think they're like the thing that's the logo of the show that you see spinning round in the credits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So that finally ties that up. Percy from Blackadder is totally in Game of Thrones now.
Totally.
Yes.
Playing the
one,
Glover, isn't it?
Yeah.
House Glover. Yeah.
So
the little girl doing the speech. I can't remember her name, but her doing the speech was
Mormon.
Fucking hell. She needs to. Yeah, she's awesome.
A lot of people were championing her as like the MVP of this season.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, she should be in charge, definitely.
Yeah, but no, it was really satisfying. I don't know if we've got any more specific things. Nice little handoff with Khaleesi and Tyrion being acknowledged as Hand of the Queen and
stuff. Might have had a bit of hay fever with that. That was lovely.
Yeah.
Good to see a dwarf feeling proud. Yeah.
And she's ditched what's his face? Beardy guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what his name is.
Something weird like that.
It's like
Darian or something weird.
Darian or something like that, yeah. I'm struggling
he's going
now.
to
There's
stay
so many
there and
people in
rule.
the show.
He's going to stay there and rule the horse peoples or whatever. Or
Well, that's kind of what she asked, yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so you've got Targaryen, all her with all her
Dothraki,
eunuchs,
yeah.
what are they called?
The
And the Dothraki.
Unsullied, the Dothraki,
Unsullied, Dothraki,
Grey,
and then you've got
Greyjoy outset.
sort of unofficial
Yeah,
Greyjoy rebels, kind of, and the Martells
Yep.
and
Yeah.
the Tyrells. So like everyone apart from the Starks who are up north. So
Yeah.
I don't know when they'll get involved. But yeah, no, but also I suppose the other big thing, the big reveal was
Oh yes,
was who Jon Snow's dad is.
RNL equals J. Yeah.
And yeah, I think there doesn't seem to be any kind of disputing that it's this Rhaegar Targaryen who is not someone who's been in the timeline of the show at all. But
it has been discussed on the internet for quite some time.
it has, yeah. You know, I mean, I'm not one that goes looking for spoilers, but you know, friend of the show, Anthony, he was saying, like, he was heavily suggesting that it was Targaryen, but wouldn't explain why.
But they've kind of been setting it up in the show as well, because you hear about how his sister was taken and raped and had a kid, and you don't know what happened to the child. And right at the start, when she confronts Ned about John, he kind of brushes it aside, doesn't really answer her questions, and that's why she's so pissed off at him.
I guess. The thing is, because there's so many names and things, I keep getting whenever Rhaegar was referred to, I get him confused with Aerys, who's their dad, who was the Mad King, right?
Okay.
So Rhaegar was the oldest son, I think.
See, I would get him confused with the name of the dragon.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that makes Jon Snow Daenerys' nephew, which is odd, because everyone was like thinking, oh, they have to get together. I suppose they still could, but that would be weird. I mean, this show's gone to some fairly dark places anyway, but I don't know.
If you've got brothers and sisters doing it, nephews doing it, it's not going to be too far away, is it?
I suppose not.
It's a little strange. I did wonder whether they toyed with the idea of when to do that reveal, whether they would have done it in these episodes or whether they would have done it whilst Jon Snow was on ice, kind of thing. And then when he came back, he would have had white hair because he would have been dead.
Well,
which would have been an interesting, sort of thing.
I think the speculation, there wasn't really much downtime with him on ice, really, apart from the time between seasons. But yeah, they could have dragged that out longer, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, they've only got 14 episodes, maybe left.
They reckon 7 next year, and then
7 after. That's
6 the year after. Which suggests to me that we are looking at a finale situation. But they have recently announced the directors, which is weird, but they have of those episodes, and the directors that they've got are all the people that normally do the non-big battle stuff. So I reckon we have a season of like build up to a big fuck off finale. So they'll probably bring out the big guns for those final 6 episodes. Yeah. That's my prediction.
Completely spunk the budget up the wall.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts on Game of Thrones?
It's going to be sad when it's gone, but hey, that's what Blu-rays are for.
Absolutely.
And spin-offs.
It will be the first TV series I think I've thought about getting on Blu-ray, and it will be one of the first ones I do, because I just think it's so worth it. Production, quality, everything.
Yeah.
The scenes, the sets. I mean, I haven't even been watching it in HD, so it's going to be amazing to see it all. It'll
be remastered in 4K by then.
Well, I don't have a 4K TV, and by the time that happens, we'll probably get a Game of Thrones movie.
You might have a 4K TV by the time it all comes out. But
yeah,
anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's Game of Thrones, and it will be missed until it comes back.
Until it comes back as a Song of Fire and Ice, or a Feast of Crows, or one of the other book names.
So has anyone been watching anything else?
I've actually gone back to living in the early 2000s again. You know, previously where I was with Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad. I mean, I decided to go and finish. It's a very footnote thing because you've all seen it. I decided to finish off Dexter because I'd only seen 2 seasons of it.
Oh, mate, no, come on.
And then,
you can't go from Game of Thrones into fucking
how far did
the
you
end
get?
of Dexter. Jesus.
I'm on season 6, I think, of it.
Well, it's going to get better before it gets worse.
I just stick it on while I'm doing other stuff. You know, I've paused watching all the DC stuff, so something had to fill that void.
There is an absolute dearth of TV on at the moment. We're in the summer milieu, as it were. There's nothing on.
I've still got Orange is the New Black, actually. I'm still on season 2 of that. I've got to catch up on the 3rd one, the 4th one.
Well, I've watched the latest season of that, which I thought was very good.
Excellent.
Kind of binged it in a week, pretty much, or 2. That's very much the themes this season are you've got a celebrity chef in there who's getting preferential treatment, much to the chagrin of many of the inmates, although some of them take massive advantage of that, figure out a way to do that. And there's also a theme of gang culture going on, which is all kind of kicks off when our main character Piper sort of inadvertently becomes part of a white power movement.
Wow.
So
she really hasn't learnt still.
Good times.
No, this is it. I mean, you know, she's still kind of the figurehead of the show, despite her getting less and less screen time. But there's a lot less of her in it. There's a very tragic, unfortunate event at the end of this season, which I won't say anything about, but it rocked me to my core. Because the show gets under your skin, it's simple as. I tell you what, in the first few episodes, I thought they might have almost completely ditched the whole flashback thing, but they don't. And they use that in some really interesting ways. There's actually one episode where someone gets out, and so instead of getting flashbacks, it's all about, oh god, I'm outside, what the fuck. So that's kind of cool. So they play with that a little bit, but I won't say any more because I know you're still a season behind. But definitely, if you're into season 2, it gets better.
Yeah.
So I think season 2 is probably the weakest one.
Yeah, but I was happy with the end of that. That was quite a good way to end it.
Yeah,
I wasn't impressed with the main protagonist, and when that happened, I went yes. And then
that one had a bit of that one had a bit of a big boss in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's it's season 4 kicks off immediately after season 3 with kind of the aftermath of a very grisly event, and that also plays a big part of this season.
Okay.
Latest one too.
So intriguing.
Definitely quality TV. Right. This has been the Not Watching Podcast in partnership with notlistening.co.uk, where you can also hear myself and Ian talk about video games and virtual reality on the Not Playing Podcast, and Adam, Ash and Will talk about all manner of funny things on the Not Listening Podcast, if they ever record again. You can email us at notwatchingpodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet at or follow us on Twitter at notwatchingpod, and you can find the show notes for this show at notlistening.co.uk. If you're listening to us on iTunes, please do give us a review, and that's all for now. Thanks for listening. See ya!
Bye.